Hey everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to build an automated social media content creator that'll post for you across all major platforms: LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Imagine how much time you'd save by setting up a tool that handles your social media posts automatically, allowing you to stay consistent, scale your presence, and grow your audience without the consistent effort of daily posting. Now let's face it, managing social media for your business can feel like a full-time job. Between creating content, writing captions, and scheduling posts, it's easy to spend hours every week just trying to keep up. But what if I could have a system that does it all for you, every day, across multiple platforms? With Make.com, I'll teach you how to set up an automation that takes the guesswork out of social media and gives you back valuable time. And here's the best part. I'll be running a 10-day challenge where I use this exact automation to post on my own social media accounts, so you can see the progress in real time. I'll share the results in follow-up videos and show just how much impact automation can potentially make. And to help us build the system, I'll be using ChatGPT and Perplexity to create the content for our posts, making sure we always have fresh ideas ready to go. All right, let's dive in. So before we get into the actual setup, let's talk about why automating your social media content is so powerful. First off, it's gonna save you time. Think about the hours spent brainstorming ideas, writing captions, and posting manually. Automating this process allows you to batch your content once a week or once a month. Plug it into the automation and let the tool take over. This means no more daily interruptions, freeing up hours every week to focus on higher level tasks in your business, helping you stay consistent. Consistency is key to social media growth, but it can be hard to maintain when you're busy with everything else. With automations, you don't have to worry about missing a day or scrambling to get that post out. The system keeps your posting schedule consistent, building momentum and helping you stay connected with your audience. Automating your content posting doesn't just save time, it also helps you reach a larger audience. By showing up consistently across platforms, you're maximizing your reach and creating a more cohesive brand presence. This is essential for entrepreneurs and business owners looking to scale up without needing to invest tons of extra time or resources. Boosting engagement and growth. More visibility means more opportunities for engagement. As you show up on social media consistently, your posts have a better chance of gaining likes, comments, and shares. And as the engagement grows, which brings us to the 10-day challenge, and I'll be running to track these results in real time. So here's what I'll be doing. For the next 10 days, I'll be running this automation on my LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. I'll track my progress, engagement, and new followers, share the results with you in follow-up videos. I'll even link my social media accounts so you can follow along and see the posts in real time. My goal is to show you the true impact of automation over a short period, so you can decide, well, if it's right for you. All right, so let's just jump right into the actual setup and let's get to work. All right, guys, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to go ahead and go to make.com and log in. If you don't have a make.com account, it's free. All you need is an email. So once you're in, we're going to want to go ahead and click on the scenarios and create a new scenario. Here we will name this one social media, and we'll call it demo. So the first thing we want to do is create a trigger module. A trigger is essentially the first module in a workflow, and we want to go ahead and create a Google Sheet and click on Watch New Rows. From there, we want to ensure that the connection is set to Google Sheets. If you don't have one, you can just click on Add here and click on Sign In with Google. It'll walk you through how to do it. It's very simple. From there, leave Method and Drive Alone. Under Spreadsheet ID, we're going to click here, Social Media. And the sheet name is the default sheet 1. We can leave this and this alone. And the limit, we're going to set it to 1 because we want it to pull one piece of information at it. All right, so when we go into Google Sheets, you want to make sure that we have this row set up with article listed, and we want to go ahead and summarize. We're going to do a make.com article. It's Make versus Zapier, why users switch to Make. I'm not getting paid by Make. I just really like their visual automation platform. It's awesome, it's user-friendly, and it's very versatile. So we're going to go ahead and right-click on this URL, copy it, and right below where it says article, you want to go ahead and paste it because this is the website that we want to summarize. Okay. So after we've done that, we go back to the make scenario, and we want to go ahead and add another module, clicking on that plus sign, and we're going to use Perplexity. Perplexity is a large language model that essentially searches the web in real time. So ChatGPT is kind of like backdated to a certain time. It won't let you go past a certain date. With Perplexity, we can pull up an article that was created, 1 minute ago. So from here, you want to go ahead and create a chat completion. Again, if you don't have a connection, you want to go ahead and add one. And you're going to need an API. So if you go to Perplexity's website and log in, on the bottom left, there's a little gear. You want to go ahead and click on that. And then in the upper right, there's this API selection. You want to go ahead and make that. And at the bottom here, there's API keys. So below that should be a key. Or you want to go ahead and click generate, create a key for yourself, and then you can click on the copy button. You want to make sure to put some credits in here. You need to put something in there to get it going. So like 10, 20 bucks in there, you should be good. So from here, you'll want to go back to make.com. For the model, you want to just leave it as a Llama 3.1 Sonar Large. And for the message, we want to click here and we want to add some content to it. So we're going to ask Perplexity to summarize this article, and we are going to select the value here, article A, because that's what we created. The role, it's always going to be the user. Okay, so once we've done that, we can just leave tokens and temperature alone. Essentially, tokens is how long it will be, and temperature is how much creativity can be applied to it. So you can go ahead and click OK. And we want to make sure to click on save down here. You always want to save your work. And let's go ahead and run it once because we just want to do some quality control. As we go through any sort of workflow, automation, we always want to make sure that we're just like checking the work. So this just ensures that we're doing things correctly and we're not working backwards after making a 12, 14 module workflow and then having an issue right at the end. All right. So once we ran that, we can go ahead and check out the bundles of information. So here, you can see just if you want to know conceptually how this works, right? The output is the website, right? The output is the website, and then under Perplexity, we click on this little bubble here. We can go to choices and expand these bubbles here, and you can see that it has done what you've asked, which is summarize the article. So far so good. Let's go ahead and move on. Oh yeah, so before we continue, we want to make sure that this automation runs daily, because that's what we wanted to post once a day. And for the 10-day challenge, I want this to post once a day too. So we're going to go ahead and click on this scheduling button and click on here. And we're going to go ahead and switch it to every day for the run scenario. And let's do 7. And let's set it to 7:15 a.m. So every day at 7:15 a.m. I want this to post. All right, so the next thing that we want to do is we want to create a router. So we want to go ahead and click on this plus button here, and we want to search for router. All right, so what we're doing here is splitting the scenario flow, because we're going to have 4 social media accounts that we're going to connect to. So next thing we want to do is click on this module, and we want to set up ChatGPT. So we can go ahead and click on ChatGPT, show more options. We want to click on create a completion. So once we've done that, we go into connections and make sure that if we don't have a connection set up, we can click on the add button, right? So So we're going to need an API for this. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to go to this platform.openai.com/API-keys. And once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and create a new secret key. In my case, I've already created one, so I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Okay, we're going to go ahead and save it. All right, so once we've done that, we can leave the method the way it is. The model, we can go ahead and select GPT Mini right there. And for the message, okay, so this first one's going to be the LinkedIn account. So the role is always going to be user, and the message content, I'm just going to go ahead and paste this. Right, so I've programmed it to be a social media marketing manager specializing in writing viral LinkedIn posts. I'm going to clean that up a little. All right, so I gave it some very basic directions, and after we've put those, after we've created that prompt, we want to give it another command. We want to give it another prompt to actually summarize this article. And so we wanted to summarize the article and write a post. All right, we wanted to summarize the article and write a post. So in the values, we're going to go to choices, message, and content. The data that we mapped from the Perplexity module. All right, maximum tokens, we can just put 1,800. And we can click OK. So that's our LinkedIn module here. So now we want to create another module. So since we're dealing with OpenAI, this is going to be really easy. There's a really cool trick. If you go ahead and right click on the module and clone. Right, we've just drastically cut some time from this by cloning the different values over. So we don't have to do it again. Because it's very repetitive. So from there, we can go ahead and set up the second OpenAI module. So now everything stays the same, right? The connection, the method, the model, the user. So basically what we're going to change here is the prompt. So now it's very important that we change the prompt for each one of these. So the next one is Marketing Manager for Facebook. And down here, summarize the article and write a post about. We don't have to change anything. We can leave the tokens at 1,800 and click OK. All right, so we're going to do this again. So we're going to go ahead and right click and clone that module. And we're going to go ahead and open it. Again, everything stays the same from the top down up until the message content. Copy. And here we just want to make sure we take all of that out and we change it to an Instagram. We turn into an Instagram marketing manager. So we can go ahead and start cleaning that up a little bit. Now you see all of these are geared towards the platform, the social media platform that you're using. So here we're telling it to use visuals because that's why people go on Instagram. It's one of those social media platforms where people want to see pictures. People want to be captivated by visuals, use inspirational messages. When I use my Instagram is full of motivational quotes. So I think that would kind of sell here. And again, we can leave that alone. Max tokens, we can leave that and we can click OK. Now, the difference here is we're going to also want to create a module for the Instagram, and we're going to want to add an image creator. So if we go to modules in the OpenAI and type in generate an image using DALL-E, click on that, and we can use DALL-E 3, and for the prompt we're just going to want to tell it to generate a realistic photographic image about, and we can go down to the the choices, message, and then the content that's being mapped. So we can go ahead and click OK. So now we've got that set up, our Instagram. And last but not least, we're going to go ahead and create one for Twitter X. So we've cloned a new one over here. We can go ahead and click on this little plus symbol. Well, it's not a plus symbol, this little fin here, and connect it to the router. And we're going to go ahead and click into it. Real simple. Everything stays the same except the message content. So this one's just going to be a little different. So because Twitter has those like rules with characters, we're going to keep within the rules. So we're telling it to keep it within 280 characters, and we're changing the role again. Marketing manager for Twitter X. Go ahead and clean that up, and yeah. And you know, each one of these is prompted just a little different. Like here, we want it short and concise because we don't have that many words to work with. And always make sure that you put hashtags on, because that's going to boost your visibility and your engagement. That's mandatory for all 4 social media platforms. So once we've done that, we can summarize the article. The tokens are the same, and we click OK. All right, so now we have all 4 accounts set up. So I guess what we're going to do, right? What do we want to do? Well, first we want to make sure we're continuously saving our work. Value must not be empty. Okay, Dolly, so let's see what's going on here. There's some sort of value that it's saying is empty. Okay, so we were getting this. So now we're done, and we retested it. So we were getting this error before, and it wasn't getting any values. So it was just kind of like interesting. So this whole thing with Make and AI, it's just all troubleshooting. Like nothing's ever going to go smoothly the first time. So this is a good, like, real world troubleshooting. So if we go back to the Google Sheets, the way that this automation works is it goes down line by line here and starts running things and starts summarizing and starts pulling data from. So the way it works is each time that the automation runs, it starts pulling data from each of these rows. So if it's ran 4 times, and we're trying to run it a 5th time, and there's no information here, the automation's not going to work. It's not going to pull a value here. So for these testing purposes, we just want to make sure that we have a few of these listed here. We just want to make sure we have a few of those listed here. So if we go back and check on all of this stuff, so we already know how these 2 modules work. If we go up to our LinkedIn, we can just go ahead, our LinkedIn, right? These are the inputs. If we go to the outputs and we go to the usage and just start opening these up, go to the choices and start opening these up, right? Voila, it went ahead and created a post with emojis and hashtags. So it's doing what it's doing. If we go to the second one here, we can go ahead and start opening these up, choices, and we go into the message and in the content, right? It created another one here. So you can see that they're going to come out a little bit different for every type of social media module that we have. So here we've got our Instagram one. So because Instagram's a little more visual, it kind of has more emojis. Just creates it in that kind of like visually intriguing style. And then here we're just going to have like the output of the actual picture. So here we have the actual like picture is being generated. We obviously can't see that here. And then the last one is the Twitter one, so obviously it's short and concise, right, as a result. So short and concise. Here we go. There you have it. So far so good. Everything is working. Everything is looking good. The last thing that we have to do is connect our socials. So let's start from the top. Let's go ahead and create our LinkedIn. So we click on this plus, type in LinkedIn, and click on that. And we want to create a user text post. Okay, go ahead and click on your connection, and so you can go ahead and click on your connection. Next one. Next one is Facebook, so let's add another module. Let's type in Facebook, and we want to go to Facebook pages, and we want to create a post. So we can click on that and go ahead and click on this. Next, we have Instagram, so we'll go ahead and create one down here for Instagram. Instagram for business. Click on that, and we want to create a photo post because of all the visuals. And when we click on connection, we just want to establish a connection for our LinkedIn. And the last one, here we go. We want to set up Twitter X, so go ahead and type in Twitter. So go ahead and type in Twitter, and we want to create a post. And click on create a connection and go ahead and set up your All right, so there you have it. We got your social media content creator built very easily on make.com. So if you ever wanted to like quality test some of this stuff, and let's just say that you just wanted to work on Twitter, right? If you right click on this connection and unlink it, you can just completely keep these out of the loop. Oops. And when you run this automation, it's just going to, the values are going to flow down into just Twitter, because that's all we've selected. So if you want to like fine tune things, if you want to tweak things, if you want to see what it looks like one by one, like by running the automation separately, you can go ahead and do the linking. You can go ahead and link and unlink as you please. So that's about it. All right, guys. So there's a few things that I forgot to mention that I want to make sure that we have covered so you guys can get the best possible outcome when creating this automation. So the first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to create photo posts for the Facebook page. So what we're going to do here is add an OpenAI module in between this OpenAI and the Facebook. And we want to add a generate an image module. But before we do that, we want to go ahead and right click here and delete that Facebook module. Then we're going to go down here to generate an image, right click and clone it. We're going to pull it up and connect it to this OpenAI. From here, we're going to go ahead and click on this plus symbol. We're going to add a Facebook page, and we're going to create a post with photos. Okay, so that's the first thing that we're going to do. So then I just want to go from top to bottom. The second thing I want to show you guys is just the actual connections to the social media modules. So we're going to start off with LinkedIn up here. So go ahead and click on that. And then you want to make sure that under content, we have result. So if you click in here on the left-hand side, you'll see result under the create a completion OpenAI. You just want to click on that variable. And then from there, we go ahead and click OK. Next, we're going to go to the Facebook pages. Oh, and just for this LinkedIn, to connect it, all you got to do is just click on add and literally put your user ID and your password in for LinkedIn. So there's nothing kind of out of the ordinary for connecting that to make.com. So once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and click on the Facebook pages module here. Okay, and then from there, we're going to make sure we set up our Facebook connection up here and click add. And then down here under page, we're going to click on that drop down. I'm selecting my public figure page, Elvis Espinoza. Under photos, we click on add item. And under I want to, we're going to click on that drop down and select download photo from URL. You're going to go ahead and click in here and select under generate an image, drop down under data and click URL. And then from there, we're going to come down to message and we're going to select the other OpenAI created completion and select result and then click OK. So Facebook is now set up. And then we're going to go to Instagram for business. So one thing that I wanted to clarify is earlier I had mentioned my personal Instagram account. I cannot connect that. So it's only Instagram for business and mine's a personal. So I had to actually go ahead and create a business account. So under connection, you have to go to my Facebook connection. So the Instagram has to be a business account and your Instagram has to be connected to a Meta account. So if you have a Facebook login, you just want to make sure to connect your Instagram to that Facebook Meta login. That's the only way it's going to let you connect to Make. So from there, once there's a proper established with a business account, the dropdown will show it. It's the only one. So my business is the AI Blueprint. So it's actually, I was going to set this up a few weeks later, but I guess might as well do it now, right? The AI Blueprint is a school community that I created. It's pretty much a place where you can come in and talk about AI automations and builds and essentially how to monetize it. So we'll talk about both the building and the selling aspect of AI. So yeah, if you guys are interested, I'll leave the link in the description below. All right, so from here, we want to go to photo URL and we want to click in here. And then the same thing as the last module, we want to go click on data and URL. And then down under caption, I'm going to go ahead and select result from the create completion OpenAI, and then we click OK, and that's going to be set up. So the last one that we're going to set up is the X Twitter, so to create a post. So I'm not going to lie, this one was a bit difficult. So I guess notoriously Twitter's very finicky when it comes to connecting to Make. So I actually might create a separate video, essentially taking step by step on how to set that up. But just in a nutshell, what you want to do is you need to get an API key and a secret code. So if you go to the developer X site for Twitter, and then on the bottom left, you want to click on getting access. When you sign up here, if you're logged on to your Twitter account, in the upper right, you can just log on with whatever your normal Twitter login information is, and then you can automatically connect it and convert it to a developer account by clicking sign up right here. From there, it's going to take you through a series of prompts. You just want to follow the instructions. There's instructions on both the developer platform website as well as the make.com community. And then it's going to essentially take you to the developer portal where you'll be able to access your API key and your secret code. So once you've established a connection to Twitter, you want to click on add, and then under text content, it's the same as the other ones. You just want to click on the results or the result variable right here, and then click OK. And then that's it. So once all four of those modules are connected to their social media accounts, that's pretty much it. You've got a working automated social media content generator. Just a few steps, you've taken social media management from a daily chore to a hands-off process. Remember, this tool isn't just about convenience, it's about helping you grow. By automating social media, you're freeing up time to focus on scaling your business, building deeper relationship with clients, and exploring new opportunities. And with my 10-day challenge, you'll see firsthand just how this tool can impact engagement and growth. If you're interested in creating this same automation, head over to my new school community I just created, AI Blueprint. It's a free community where you'll get access to this exact blueprint for this automation. Plus, you can connect with other people passionate about building AI automations and keeping up to date with the latest AI trends. At the AI Blueprint, we'll talk about the different ways to monetize this passion and help you create an automation agency of your own. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel and stay up to date on this journey to get even more automation tips. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.